Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening, Treynor Nation. Welcome to the home opener of Treynor Cardinals softball. I'm Tim Navra doing the play-by-play with my help tonight from my assistant in the production truck, Jenny Navra. Tonight the Treynor Cardinals will host the Audubon Wheelers. This is a makeup game from last week due to other events happening. Of course, that was girls soccer taking place, which was a fantastic news with that as the Treynor Cardinal girls soccer team moves on to the semifinals, which will be played tomorrow morning. That one was a ball, so ball four. Minahan gets a walk. That was the third baseman for the Cardinals, Claire Schrage. We're going to have a Ellie Kinsella comes in as courtesy for Minahan. Now with runners on first and second for your Cardinals, Claire Schrage comes to bat. Your Cardinals are 1-0 overall, 1-0 in the Western Iowa Conference with an exciting 8-inning victory over and at AHSTW last night, 10-6. Ball is popped up. Souvenir for me if I would have caught that, but I'm not that quick. No gum for me. One strike on Schrage. Pitch comes in just a little high on Schrage. 1 ball, 1 strike. Calls made for some signals here. The pitch. Foul tip. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Schrage. 2 outs. Runners on first and second for your Cardinals. Swing and a miss for Schrage. Puts the third out on the board for the Wheelers. So to end that inning, the Cardinals left 2 on base. And the Wheelers lead after 1-0. Leading off for the Wheelers will be Taryn Peterson, the shortstop, followed by Michelle Brooks and Addie Hawker. Delaney Matthews on the mound for your Cardinals. Addie, hit by pitch, puts her on first base. I was just going to say Addie Minahan behind the plate. It's her catcher, Claire Schrage at third, Lainey Wasinius at short, Maylee McCurran at second, Jaden Huseman at first. That's your infield. Michelle Brooks now up for the Wheelers. Fakes the bunt and then pitches a call strike. Wheelers have a runner on first base by hit by pitch. Bunt's made again, called strike. Peterson steals down to second base. Throw is just a little late. 2 strikes now on Brooks. And strike three, swing and a miss. Brooks goes down swinging, one out on the Wheelers. Pitch just a little outside. Bunt was given, ball one. Foul ball. 1 ball, 1 strike on Eddie Hawker. Called strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes on Hawker. Wheeler's got to have a runner on second base. That's Taryn Peterson, their shortstop. Pitch is made just low. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Wheelers lead 1-0. In the top of the second inning. Ground ball to Wasinius. Throw to Huseman. 2 outs for your Cardinals. Runner advances to third base. Right fielder Gemini Goodwin out of the plate for the Wheelers. Strikes called on Goodwin. Wheelers have a runner on third base. It's their shortstop, Taryn Peterson, fouled off. 2 strikes now on Goodwin. Two outs. Matthews looks in for the sign and the windup. Fly ball into left center. Off the top of the glove of Cadence Quick. Run scores for the Wheelers. And Goodwin ends up on second base. Maddie Nielsen, the center fielder, is back at the plate for the Wheelers. Called first strike. First inning, Nielsen had a single and scored for the Wheelers, and that put them up 1-0. Close to the inside. Goes to the backstop, and the runner advances the third. Goodwin now standing at third base with 2 outs on the Wheelers. 1 ball, 1 strike. Second called strike on Nielsen. Short fly ball to second baseman, and McKern wraps it up. Can of corn, third out for the Cardinals. However, the Wheelers get on the board and take a 2-0 lead here into the bottom of the second inning. Again, this is Tim Navra doing the play-by-play with assistance by Jenny Navra in the production truck. This is Treynor Cardinals Broadcasting Network with affiliation and cooperation with Fuller Digital Solutions. Home opener for your Treynor Cardinals softball. Trailing the Wheelers 2-0. Heading into the bottom of the inning, your Cardinals will have Brenna Huffman, the designated player, followed by our shortstop, Lainey Wasinius, and then left fielder, Cadence Quick. First three batters for your Cardinals. Huffman launches it to the right, and it just drops fair for a single. Leadoff hitter gets on, Brenna Huffman. And a run for Huffman will be number 14, Jordan Rogers, for your Cardinals. Lainey Wasinius comes to the plate. Lainey's the Cardinals shortstop.